Hello friends, this is Tane aka Skeletane back here again on Everquest Legends Beta. I can't get enough guys. I'm back at it. I know I just streamed yesterday, but I'm streaming again today. I've made a few upgrades on the stream, trying to. I got my little music player now, showing off my Loot Goblin music. Props to Loot Goblin, love the music. So now you can see what track is playing. Hopefully you can hear it. The music's hopefully not too loud as well. I'm still trying to figure it all out here. I also have a chat box, but the chat box, I don't know if it's working yet. Let me refresh this thing. I don't know if the chat box is working. Hey, the chat box is working. Yeah, Dave, the addiction is real. That is right. And my chat box is working. I love it. I've got chat on stream now. This is wonderful. I have been obviously I'm loving the game so much. And the Bard is such a new, challenging gameplay for me. It's a completely different style that I haven't done, and at least on EverQuest Legends, because it has like these modern kind of, I don't know if they're TLP changes, but the whole idea like having a melody, and then I learned something new. A bunch of people in comments, Breezy, what's up? Howdy. A bunch of people in comments were yelling at me about let me look at the AA for this. Hold on. Symphonic Aura. I didn't know what that was. Hey, Minesweep, yes, I'm gonna sing for zombies and ghouls and hags and skeletons. Symphonic Aura. I don't know if this is a TLP thing, if this is a modern EverQuest thing, but I had no idea what this was, and people were yelling at me about it in the comments. So this morning I took a look at it, and I'm blown away by this ability, by this AA Symphonic Aura. It is amazing. I had no idea what it was for. I saw it and I thought I saw disabled when I was looking through the AA list before, and I thought, oh, it must be disabled by the devs. It must be broken. That's not what the disabled meant. It means that it was turned off, and that it's a hotkey button that I now have down on my bar down here. And it allows me to do something really cool. And somebody suggested this. They asked me this question yesterday in stream about, oh, I think the bottom 2 gems auto sing or something. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, they were basically right. And I had no idea, but it's related to Symphonic Aura. So let me just show what Symphonic Aura does. Right now I'm just running my standard melody, which is my battle melody. So I'm going to turn that off. So I've got my battle melody off now. So what Symphonic Aura does is you have to put points into the AA. And right now I've only put a single point into it. I know it says 10, but you only actually go up to 5 points. It's kind of confusing. I'm not going to explain it. Anyway, you can put 5 AA points into it. I've put like 1 point into it, or whatever it is. Maybe it's 2 points now, I think. Anyway, what that allows you to do is once you turn on Symphonic Aura, I'm going to turn it on. Where is it? Enable 4. Oh, did I do it right? There we go. Oh, there we go. It is working. Okay. So now I think it's running now. And what it does is it plays the bottom gem of your spell bar, the bottom song of your spell bar, automatically. It's kind of like it's like a melody, but I don't have to activate the melody. You'll see that when you have a melody turned on, your spell bar gets grayed out, which means you can't do anything except what the melody is running. And with Symphonic Aura, it just runs the bottom gem. Now, every time you level it up to a total of 5 AA points, it will play the bottom 5 songs automatically. Now, what's the advantage of that versus a melody, you might ask? Because you're like, well, I can do that in a melody, which I have. Like, my battle has 5 songs in the melody, and I can just run that. The advantage is that you could have your Symphonic Aura running, which plays your bottom 5 songs, and then you are free to use other abilities, other songs, while the melody is also running. There is a bit of a caveat. The Symphonic Aura can only work with it only works with beneficial, non-targeted group spells. So things like Hymn of Restoration, Jackson's Jig of Vigor, Jonathan's Whistling War Song, or Anthem des Armes, or Psalm of Warmth. I cannot put a DD or a dot in there. I can't put a slow in there. I can't put like lulls and mezzes and things in that symphonic aura. It's only for your beneficial stuff. So you want to run your heal songs and your regens and your mana song and your damage shield and your haste. That's what you want to run in there. And so right now I've got the symphonic auras running. What that'll let me do, I'll show you. So now the symphonic aura is running. I don't have all my AAs in it yet. I've only got 2 songs supported because I only have 2 points in it, so it only does the bottom 2 gems. As I get 5 points of AAs put into it, it'll then play all 5. So here's an example of what it does. So let's say I wanted to lull this guy. I can lull him, and my song is still running. So now I'm casting lull on this skeleton, but my symphonic aura is running my beneficial songs. I could hit him with a dot. I could run 5 songs plus a dot on top of that. Now, the benefit to that is actually not I don't get the best benefit out of using Symphonic Aura. Symphonic Aura is better for a multi-class that has another caster baked into it. But if you look at my multi-class, which is a Bard, Warrior, Monk, my Warrior and the Monk, they don't have spells. Now let's say I had a Bard, Warrior, Cleric. Then I'm going to have Cleric spells. What that allows me to do is I can have my Symphonic Aura running with my 5 songs, and I can cast any other cleric spell I want. If I'm casting a stun, I'm casting a smite, I'm casting a dismiss dead, and it doesn't interrupt or stop my song. I don't have to stop my song to cast a spell. So it is very cool and a useful ability that I'm glad that you guys in the comments pointed it out. Yes, yeah. I don't know how to say your name. I'm going to call you Ada because I can't say your name. Zeta. I see the power of this now. Casting with the Aura run is pretty darn strong. Yes, it is. So you can cast and have your Bard songs running. Now, it doesn't really benefit me too much only because I'm a Warrior Monk and I don't have spells. But what it does benefit me is I can run my Aura, run the Symphonic Aura, and then I can run a dot alongside of it. I can mez something if I'm getting in a heated battle where it's like, oh, I pulled too many. I need to mez something. I'll mez it, and my auras are still running. I'm not having to turn my melody off and then mez. So anyway, that's Symphonic Aura. Currently, I'm going to disable it because I want more than 2 songs running. So what I need to do is I'm saving up my AAs now to put into Symphonic Aura. I need another point, so I can put another point. I've got 2 AAs. I need 3. I think. Is it disabled? Yeah, it's. I have to enable it, and then if I enable it, then I can put points into it. So I need 3 points. I have 2 points. I'm going to turn that off. I don't want it on. So the reason I'm going to turn it off is I just don't have enough song slots activated. So I'm just going to run my standard battle AAs, which has my 5 songs running. Now, 5 songs isn't the most optimal because there is some overlap where one song falls off before the other picks up for like a few seconds. I don't mind that. That's okay with me. So we're going to go back in Unrest. I have been hunting on the 2nd floor now instead of the 1st floor. So let me go back up there. Oh, I'm getting attacked by probably, yes, Torkar. So I've also been messing around with my stances a little bit. So Striker Stance I've found is obviously I was talking about how great Striker Stance was yesterday, that it was really good for AoE because your cleave and round kick hits everything, and it like triples the damage they do, or in some cases 5 times the damage. I think with round kick in Dragon Punch you get 5 times the damage, which is tremendous. But I found that against 1 or 2 targets, I believe Offensive Stance is more consistent because Offensive Stance affects your melee damage, so your swings. So all of your weapon swings are being affected by Offensive Stance, whereas Striker is only giving a damage boost to your activated abilities, which they're not swinging all the time. They go onto a cooldown of like 12 seconds. In case 6, 12, so it depends on what it is, but they go on a cooldown, right? And you can't use them all the time. So during the time you're not using those abilities, your DPS is lower. So what I was doing is in some fights I'll actually switch stances. I'll switch to Striker. I'll hit my 3 abilities. like that, and then I will switch back to offensive stance when these 3 are on cooldown. So I'm kind of, if I wanted to really min-max, I can juggle the 2 of them, which is kind of cool to do. But yeah, so I've been finding myself staying in offensive stance for more of a consistent DPS. Given my DPS is really not that amazing. I do take a while to kill things, but I'm finding with this kit I'm hard to kill because I'm able to control the battlefield better, which is really nice. Who's this guy? Oh, this monk. I do need to fight him. And I'm going to get a ghoul along. Oh, is he an enchanter? Oh, man. No enchanters are no fun. Well, he should be, as long as he doesn't Messer Charm me, we should be okay. Probably going to get the... Yeah, we're going to get the dry bones inside there too. That's fine. Let's pull these guys over here a little bit. There we go. We'll see how bad it is. I will go striker stance for this one because I do want to... I'm going to kind of juggle it because I want to punch these guys down pretty quick. And the cleave and the round kick, when they hit, are quite effective. Now I'm going to toggle back to offensive stance and wait for the cooldowns to come back. And once these 3 cooldowns are back, I switch back to striker. And then I can use those abilities to hopefully do a chunk of damage, which we can see the dry bones has taken some damage from this. And of course, the skeletal monk will take a while to kill because he's a dual class, and a dual class is much higher HP because of the dual class, whereas the dry bones is not. Classic in chat. What's up, man? Good to see ya. Alright, back to offensive stance a little bit. I've been working on my feign death. I've been leveling that up. My mend is getting good. At least my feign death doesn't fail as much. Oh, man. Okay, so we're not doing great right now. I'm feeling very slow and beat up. So we might have to do that. This enchanter, man. I don't know if something healing him, but I'm just not hitting him very hard. And my auto attack was on, but I don't know. Oh, he's got me slowed. Well, that's part of the reason. I'm going to go into defensive. I don't think it's going to help me necessarily. At least I have the slow on these guys. I'm going to end up killing the monk pet and the dry bones first, so I think I'm going to end up having to do that. Whoops. Didn't mean to stand up from that. I'll probably die because of that. Let's go to an evasive really quick. Maybe I can survive the last few hits. Nah, that's okay. We're down already. It's funny, I was playing last night after stream, and I was playing today in the morning just a little. And I was not dying. I would get close, but I was able to juggle most mobs. The dual class mobs are the worst, though. They're the ones that are trouble. You know, Loga, I'm not sure if they did, but I can tell you they all do kick. I actually don't know what it looks like for an ogre. Classic, maybe you can tell us. Does the ogre have a monk kick animation? I don't know. I know that the barbarian does, and it's really funny watching a barbarian in full plate mail when he's a warrior bard. I'm sorry, a warrior monk. Watching him do a jump kick, there's something funny about that. Just seeing that big old barbarian doing it. And of course, the dark elf will do that as well. I don't have flying kick yet, so. Yeah, NPCs, Minesweep, NPCs healing is a huge issue on any difficulty, especially the difficulty 4, but even on this one. Yeah, I'm just thinking about that class would be great if the ogre does a flying kick. But Minesweep, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a problem because I hate whenever we see like a warrior cleric, that is the absolute worst. Because you're like, great, he's got a big health pool, and I gotta go on offensive, I'm in offensive. You got a huge health pool, and it starts healing itself. And a lot of times you can't outpace the healing, so you end up just having to wait for the cleric to run out of mana before you do anything. It's super annoying. Okay, I'm just pulling everything here, I guess. Yeah, warrior cleric is like one of the worst to fight. Yeah, I've done that. Now I have done the stuns, Ada. I was using my paladin, who of course has, you know, quite a line of stuns, and I just couldn't keep up with it. They spam that heal, so like it doesn't block them from casting. You know, like you stun them, and then what they do is they just do it again, and I didn't want to keep like 3 stuns on my bar to to have to chain stun them. Oh man, it's now what I say is stun. I still keep stun on my bar because when you get close to killing them and they're trying to heal, that's when I'll stun them. Like when I want them to go down at the end really quick, that's when I'm going to do it. For sure. Okay, we should actually go upstairs. Back upstairs. Let's zoom in a little bit. I'll go to my favorite spot. Oh, that enchanter. You know, we're going to avoid that enchanter. I'm going to go to my kind of favorite area here. There's an area I've been kind of rotating through. What I really need to do is get my level and maybe go look at the basement and see if I can handle some guys in the basement. Because I'm getting light blues up here. I am clearing them out pretty good. I just can't handle really large pulls. That's the downside of this build, because I don't have a good healing ability other than my regen, which I don't even run, because I like to have all the other benefits first. Someone's probably going to yell at me I should be running that and it's better than whatever, but I like to run the haste. I like to run the actually, you know what? I am not using as much. I'm not in my offensive stance. I'm not using as much endurance, so I could swap that endurance song out. I'll try that. Let's swap endurance for regen and see if that makes a difference in some of the longevity of the fight here. So we'll put in 14. There we go. So I'm gonna swap this in now. Spectre Tower. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think the Spectre, yes, in Oasis. So Logat, you were asking about how do you get up there. Classic was talking. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's a Spectre Tower. There's a click up in there, I believe. I haven't personally been there, but Classic has. He went and did a whole bunch of killing with guys there with a random pickup group. I missed out. I really wanted to be there, but I was not on my level 50. Giant sword at the top. Okay. I didn't know that. That's cool. One of the other AAs that's super good that I am getting a huge amount of use out of, I think I may have talked about it a little bit yesterday, was I did talk about it yesterday. Where is it? Combat stability? No. Steadfast Will. I've been putting points into this thing, giving you stun immunity. Now I know Ogre Bros, y'all are going to say, I already got natural stun immunity from the front. Yeah, I know. I don't. So I'm putting points into stun immunity, but it gives me stun immunity all around, regardless of what direction I'm being hit from. And that 80% chance is huge. You'll see it in my chat, in my logs down here, where it'll say your stun has been like immune or stun has been ignored or something. I can't remember what it says. I think I probably got one up here. You avoid the stunning blow. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, I haven't seen a werebat down here in a while. I'm going to pull him back in this room. Come back in this room, werebat. Got my aura not running. There we go. Oh, come on. It's doing that thing again. There we go. Gets a little glitchy. Minesweep, having an enchanter is so strong. Any ability, well, you know, even what's not bad as well is a paladin or a cleric that can soothe and calm. Huge help of being able to single pull stuff out. Huge. Now, I will give you this caveat though. Aggro is definitely different here, and aggro radius is different here. So I think as you go higher up in your difficulties, I can tell you this, the aggro radiuses get larger. So when you hit them with a calm, it may not reduce it as much as you think. And if you've got like 2 mobs standing next to each other and you calm both of them and then you pull one, you'll still pull them both, because the aggro radiuses are so huge and kind of overcharged that even calm doesn't help with really close mobs. It will help with mobs across the room, no problem. Like, see this room here, I got 3 guys here, and I would not want to. Why are those corpses here? So with this case, I would lull this guy. I'm going to do that. Lull this guy, and then we'll lull this guy, and then I can run my typical song, and I can hit this guy, and we'll have no problems pulling him out. So I can definitely lull pull with the bard. Yeah, pacify. Now that pacify would probably work. Oh, how did I look at that, guys? He's back. I don't know how the aggro kind of pulled over there. That's weird. Well, we're gonna kill this guy that I'm fighting first. I want this ghoul to go down if I can without somebody healing him. Because that monk came back, and that's not great. I think I'll feign death him off. Let me feign death these guys off. Oh, he cast on me, of course, so gotta love it. Oh, let him finish casting. Okay. There we go. Alright. No! Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Come on! You just can't win. When you try feign death and you know they're gonna cast. Oh, I'm gonna play my regen. I got my regen songs. Pacify makes it really tiny. I'm going to come back to your comment, Minesweep. I'm sorry. Dealing with getting killed. But I don't think clerics get that till... Let's look. Like, near the end? I think it's way down they get Pacify. Like, in the 40s? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, 36. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, Pacify is a huge... It's like, it puts it down to 1. There's numbers for it, but it puts the radius really tiny. So, but that's what I'm saying. It is a huge help to have someone who can soothe, pacify, lull, anything like that for splitting stuff. If you want to be a solo player, right? But enchanters have so much utility. I've seen them. People have put them into builds and they're great because you can charm, you get mana regen, you get haste, you get slow, you get tash. There's so many good abilities with an enchanter being mixed in with any build. Oh, I want to show you something else here that I don't think I talked about, which was bards get track. And I think early on I showed you this, but you see this green ring on my map. That is essentially your tracking ring. If you're a tracker. Now, if you're not a tracker, your green ring will be like right around here. It'll be very small and tight. As I level, this ring keeps getting bigger. So now I'm able to see every single mob across the zone, like what mob it is, what difficulty they are, to me, right? I noticed that I was coming in the zone and going, wow, I can see the entire zone now. That's because I have tracking. So if you're a ranger, it's even larger. Well, this guy just pulled those horrible bunch of dudes. Okay, we're gonna pull him back into this room here. I don't want to do that enchanter. I will have to take that enchanter out. He's causing trouble for everybody. But we will get him later. Let's get our song running here. Okay, Wheeze. So the way this game works is if I choose Wood Elf Bard as the primary, the secondary can only be... No, that's not true. So the way it works is... I'll show you really quick. Let me kill this guy and I'll show you how it works. But when you... The first character you pick, the first race you pick, so let's say you pick Wood Elf. Your primary class can only be... I'm not attacking. Your primary class can only be what a Wood Elf can be. So, like, a Wood Elf can't be a Shadow Knight. A Wood Elf can't be a Necromancer, right? So you won't be able to choose those as your primary class. You'll have to pick whatever a Wood Elf can. So, Wood Elf Bard you can be a Wood Elf, Ranger. You can be a Wood Elf Warrior, that kind of stuff. So, a Druid. So you can start, that's where you start out. So let me go show you the interface real quick here. So here's your loadouts, right? So I'll make a new loadout. Now, I have an extra class unlocked because I got a level 50 character gives me a token to do this. So, but when you're starting, I pick Dark Elf, which means I'm limited to whatever Dark Elf can start with. But the second and third class, I can pick anything. You see how they're all unlocked? So if you picked a Wood Elf Bard as the primary, your secondary and your third can be absolutely anything you want it to be. No restrictions. It's pretty cool. So yeah, so when you create a level 1 character for the first time, you get to choose a secondary only. And then, once you turn level 10, it pops up on your screen and says, pick your third class. And then you get to add your third class in at level 10. And then, at level 11, once you hit that, it asks you, do you want to lock in your main class? And once you lock that main class in, you cannot change that class until you get a class unlock token as your primary. You can continually change your secondary and your second and third classes anytime you want. But the primary class gets locked in at level 11 and you can't change that. So that's why I have 2 primary classes, is I already leveled the Necromancer to 50. So it gave me a class unlock token, which then allowed me to choose a second primary, and that's why I switched to Bard as my second primary. I felt Bard was going to slot in with a lot of other builds, so I figured if I pick it as a primary, I can build almost anything with it. That's the idea, at least. Yeah, Matt Weeze is so good. I hope you signed up for the beta, because they're just sending out like big chunks of invites, so I wouldn't be surprised if you got in. Yes, Vertigo, I was thinking that same thing, is that bards can wear plate, right? So I can basically wear anything I want. So that's why I thought it would be useful. Now I did pick warrior, which of course can wear everything too, as my secondary, but having plate wearing with the bard is so useful. Logan, yeah, the legacy items are droppable. The DE mask is there. I found it. I saw it, but it is Bard and Rogue only usable, of course. I don't want to get everybody here. I should just get 3. Yeah, that's good. Let's are we in the right stance? Not playing my song. Hey, Rafines, thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate that. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy doing this. Where's that monk? Oh, he's over here. I've been loving the Everquest stuff, and this has been such a perfect timing for this game to show up, because, you know, I've been kind of getting close to the end of Skeletane's journey. He's almost 60 now, and once I got the end of 60, I was like, what am I going to do? I mean, I can do another Quorum series, which I've been thinking about doing. I have a pretty good idea what I want to do next. Of course, we've got our collaborative series coming out, too, which you guys all probably saw the trailers for those. If not on my channel, you probably saw it on Classics channel or Wreck-It Rogue's channel as well. That's coming at the end of the month, the first episode for that. So that'll be fun. But now EQL is just going to give such a nice infusion of new stuff to do and experience in a different way. So, Vertigo. So, Vertigo, I'm going to come back and answer your question. I saw Ramalik. Are ghouls immune to non-music? So, guess what? They removed magic in this game completely. There's no magic weapons. There's also no magic mobs. So, if you any of the stuff I have, like this Footman's Blade, which would be a magic item, has no magic on it. This enchanted Fine Steel Morningstar, no magic. And I can hit everything. I can hit Will-O-Wisps. I can hit ghouls. All that stuff. It's awesome. Okay, Black Vertigo. Let's see here. Say your third is main. You decide to put any thing in your sword. Warrior can't use that sword, but the Bard can, because they... Yeah. Yes. That's what's awesome about it. Yep. I know. I love it. The Bard is such a versatile, like, Swiss Army knife class. It's perfect. I got my third AA. Guess what that means? We're putting that straight into Symphonic Aura. So first I got to enable it, which is going to turn my melody off. Okay, then I can train this. No, there we go. Train. There we go. Awesome. Okay, that's getting close. I need to get 3 more points into it. Yeah, you can't start it as an ogre bard, but you can make one. Classic is running an ogre bard right now because he got his class unlock token. He started out as an ogre as his primary, and then he got to 50. He got his class unlock token, and now he's an ogre bard. Can you take effects from a class-specific item and place it on another item? So, awesome question. I actually answered that in my first video that I put out on this, but I will explain it again. That's a really good question because it's good to know how this works. I don't know if I can show it here. I don't think I can show it exactly, but I'll try to explain it. If I have the Ghoulbane in the bank, and I could show you exactly how it works with the Ghoulbane. But the way that it works is this. Let's pretend that this is my Ghoulbane proc right here. I'm pulling it out, which you can do. You can pull the proc out of it. Ghoulbane is Paladin only. And let's say I want to put it on this Enchanted Fine Steel Morningstar, and I want this Enchanted Fine Steel Morningstar to proc Ghoulbane. I would pull it out, and I would put it in the proc. What happens is that it then makes this weapon Paladin only, because that proc is a Paladin only proc. So then it makes this, first of all, the weapon has to have Paladin ability, right? So you can see Paladin wearable. So this Enchanted Fine Steel Morningstar is Paladin wearable. And as long as it's Paladin wearable, and the Ghoulbane is a Paladin item, you put it in there, but then the Morningstar becomes Paladin only. So unfortunately, you can't put the Ghoulbane on a non-Paladin class. You have to have Paladin mixed in there somewhere in order to use it. Also, procs can't go on items that you could put you can put a proc on a pair of pants, but it won't do anything. You can put a proc over on a pair of gloves if you want to see the proc. I could put it here, but it won't do anything. The rule is if you can't swing it, it won't proc. So you're not going to be swinging your gloves at a mob. And I mean, okay, Monk's Punch, but that doesn't count. Hey, Delta Mike. Yes, I did it. I figured it out. Everybody was telling me in the chat in the comments, and I need to turn on Symphonic Aura like a dummy, and I'm working on it. I need to get 3 more AA now, and I will probably begin actively using Symphonic Aura. Right now, I'm still just running my main melody until I can get 1 more point in it, and then it'll be much better. Ooh, look at that's a good question. Proc on boots, kick. I don't know. I do know that boots tend to affect kicking, don't they, in Everquest? But I don't know how it works with that. That'd be amazing if your kick can proc. I'd have to investigate that. Kicking with a Ghoulbane proc on a Paladin. Let's go. Yeah, boots to toss fireballs. Come on. That'd be amazing. Boots that proc Tash. I'd be down with that. Every time I do my round kick, it procs on all three mobs, and they all get tashed. I like that. Oh, did I level and not notice it? I think I did. You know what level 27 is, guys? It is Charm Song time. Been thinking about messing. I didn't really want to start messing with Charm, though, until I got my Symphonic Aura full, so that I can keep that running while charming. Right now, I'd have to stop my melody to do that. Leveling up on lore items. So, lore items is kind of weird. It doesn't really exist. It kind of exists, but it kind of doesn't exist. Jetsat, I really want the Lambent armor. Actually, I do. I should get that. I'm going to look that up. Thank you for the reminder. I do want to get the Lambent armor because it's just such a classic set of armor. Let's see here. So, leveling on lore. So, let me show you. Look at the difference they have now. It's called Lore Equipped. Lore Equipped. Which means you can carry multiple of them in your bag. I can have... So if I had 2 Footman's Blade, even though it is technically a lore item, they call it lore equipped. So I could have 6 in my bag. I just can't have 2 equipped at the same time, right? So yeah, I can only have the 1, but you can use it for merging purposes. You can have multiple in your bag. Um, I don't think this is lore equipped. No, these short of the Keisha is not, so I can give my pet to. Yeah, man, Dark Elf and Lammet. I'm looking forward to it. I really want to do it. I want to do the quest. Would you have to keep the charm target targeted? I don't think so, but I want to have the ability to have charm available. What is going on down there? Oh, I want to have the ability to have charm available and open, and have my symphonic aura running, so that when it breaks, I can easily recharm and not lose my songs. Classic. Let's go, dude. Ogre and Lambert. We should work on the quest together. Come on. There's some stuff in Mistmore we got to go get, because I got to go get that drum. I want to go get the drums and the loot in Mistmore, and I'd prefer not to do that alone, because I'm not a fan of the castle solo. That place is crazy. That music room, man. That's where you got to go, and it's filled with mobs. There's like 10 mobs in that room. So let's see here. Delta, saw you swarmed a minute ago, not able to get FD off due to cast. I wonder if Bard PBOE fear would. It would. It would actually, Mike. That's a great thought. Is if I had that up on the bar and I'm like, yo, I need to be able to feign death. I could PBOE fear. I love that idea, Mike. I'm gonna put that on the bar just because I want to try that. So I have it here. This is the fear AoE. I could use this as my oh crap button. Ishiwatari, I don't know how to say her name. Yes, this is the real skeleton from Quarm. Yeah, it is. I love the and hello. Thank you for joining the stream and watching. I do like it too. I really like the names. I really like how crisp and clear everything is in the game. I know it may not be like the true classic experience where you're like, give me my fuzzy textures. But I do appreciate the higher quality textures and the nice looking font sets that they're using. It's pretty great. Okay, I need to center my map here. Skeletal Monk. This is the evil Skeletal Monk, guys. This is the one that was killing me before. I'm just gonna kill his pet off right away. Let's go Striker Stance. Did he tash me? Tash me. I want the pet gone. Okay, that's low enough, and now I should be able to kill the pet with Striker Stance. I'm not even using my melody. So, guys, whenever I'm on stream, I'm really bad at keeping my melody running. But when I do it when I'm on my own, I remember it really well. Can I take a lore weapon proc? Sheds is asking. Can I take a lore weapon proc and put it on 2 weapons? Yes, because the proc is not lore. So you should be able to. As long as you can carry 2 of them. Am I slowed? That's what, oh man, I'm slowed. That's what this guy's doing to me. This dude. This slow is so brutal. I'm gonna have to try it, Sheds. I'm very curious to see if I can do that. That's a great question. But I think you should be able to do it because as far as I know, no proc is lore at all. That just made me think I could do Ghoulbane. If I could get 2 Ghoulbanes, I could put 2 Ghoulbanes on 2 Paladin weapons. I really want to try that now. Yeah. Guys, you could go get the this monk. I can't even damage him. Maybe because I'm not attacking, but it is really slow. I'm talking too much. The UI Ishi is default. It's built in right here. It's a UI skin that they built in. So they have the stone. They have the stone interface, which is this one, and then they have the stone light interface. And then I run modern because modern is closest to what I play on Quarm. Yeah. Oh, Sheds, are you thinking about that wand? The incandescent wand quest from Solasec Row, Tower Solasec Row? Because that would be amazing. You rip the proc off that thing and stick it in a weapon, you be AoE and stun and everything. That's incredible. I don't know if you... I know on Project Quorum, I'm not a TLP player, so I don't know the live stuff, but I know on Quorum, I do that quest on my mage all the time because I give my pet that incandescent wand so that my pet procs AoE stun, which is super useful. I know, Ishi, it's a great UI. Okay, sorry, Minesweep, you had a question I didn't answer while I'm laying here dead because, well, not dead, but this monk got all over me. Maybe I can get my mend up and fight him in a minute here. How do you get more XP from difficulty 4? I don't think you do. I don't think you get more XP. That's the problem. I think if you wanted to XP efficiently, you fight on difficulty 0 and difficulty 1. I'm staying on 2, which is probably not efficient. I'm doing it because I'm hoping for drops. So between yesterday and today, I got some bronze drops, and they're all +2 and +3 because I've got some that I've combined. So I wanted some armor that was a little better. That's why I'm on +2. Savant's cap, I killed the Magus a bunch of times, so I got like +4 on the cap. I've merged it a handful of times. Now let's see if we can take this guy the right way. I don't know. That slow is so brutal. Kind of hoping I can do it. I don't know. Yeah, look at how slow I am. My swing timer is down here. You can see it's just like just puttering along. Yeah, I don't think this guy's gonna give me a chance. I've even got him slowed too. We've got each other slowed here, but it's not going well. I'm gonna have to give up on this guy, I think. I'll switch to offense and maybe it'll help, but I'm not swinging, so the offense stance doesn't help me at all. Purification him for slow Q. Does that work? Man, you guys are teaching me. I'm not a bard player, so this is all new to me. I should do that. Well, I killed his pet, but that doesn't help me because he's fluxing me. So let me die. Let me look at my book real quick and see if I've got that. Is it purification? Purifying rhythms. Poison disease. Okay, it offers protection. What we want is something that clears it, right? You know what there is, actually? There's the dispelling one. The disenchanting melody. That would dispel me. I might be able to do that. Okay, so Logan, about swarming. So technically you can't swarm kite in the game. They don't allow it. And here's how they don't allow it. Take a look at the description of your typical bard swarming ability. The dot that you need. Look, it says, a screeching dissonance that causes 10 damage to up to 30 nearby creatures and lowers their armor class. Oh, that's not it. Sorry. Where is it? Why doesn't it show it? Okay, well, bar none, I need to tell you, you can't cast a dot on a mob that is moving. It has to be standing still. So that's why it kills all bard kiting in this. Let me see if I can find that song, possibly, in the book. Dumpling jail. All right, Sheds. Oh, Sheds, by the way, if Sheds, you're the Sheds from Quorum, I hope you watch the trailer from Classic. So you got a shout out if you're the Sheds from Quorum. Okay, where is this? Let me find, like, Denon's Disruptive. Did they change it? There's no way. Well, those are really forward, positive size. Yeah, fat buff from a stranger to me named Sheds. So good. I don't know. I don't know, but I can tell you that as far as I know, swarming is not a thing on this server. That they nerfed it, they killed it. As far as I know. So you can face tank 30 mobs and hit them with this thing, right? But you can't kite them. As far as I've been told, and far as I've read, it is not possible. So did that enchanter still survive? Man, forget that guy. All right, let's go up here and look at the hand maybe. Is he up? Let's see. Oh, he is, but he's only light blue to me. Yeah. Fear kiting? I think you could... I don't know, actually. I can't say that for sure if you can fear kite. I would imagine you could. I'm trying to think why they would have changed that, but I don't think so. I do need to poke my head down in the basement and go see if I can handle it, because this actually is slowing way down up here. And we got that dumb enchanter monk that I can't kill. So let's go see if we can get in trouble in the basement instead. What do we got? These guys are blue. Awesome. I love it. I'm fine with that. We can fight them right now. Oh, barb bones. I hate barb bones, though. Barb bones are a pain because they got that DS on them. So I tend to switch to striker for them to try to just blow them down with some larger hits if they actually connect. If I was an enchanter wizard, would I be able to stun lock an AoE? Yes. You can. What I would end up doing with I think wizards getting mixed. You can definitely do that. There was a guy that was doing enchanter wizard, and then he put one melee class in there. I don't remember which, and he turned on evasive stance, like a bard, I think, or something. In evasive stance, look at evasive stance. It says you have a 95% chance to evade all incoming attacks. So he would go enchanter bard, enchanter wizard, go into evasive stance, and man, I'm getting wrecked by these their DDs. And then he would just PBO nuke, stun lock nuke, AoE nuke, and he would never get hit because he's in evasive stance, avoiding 95% of your incoming damage. Of course, that works until your endurance runs out. Once your endurance runs out, then the evasive stance doesn't work anymore. But at least for the time that you have endurance, you are pretty much invincible. And you just nuke them. Let's turn this on. Okay, we're gonna practice feign death while I'm waiting for this to go. Yellows, I love it. This is what I want to see. I want to see some yellows. Yellows are good. Okay. That's good enough. Let's get in there and fight this guy. Everything's blue in there. I got yellows back down the hall. Festering hags I'm a little worried about. Because I don't know if my damage is fast enough to kill them before they nuke me into oblivion. But we could try. We'll give it a shot. I can go to offense here. Just much better damage on the hand or the slashing and one-handed blunt. Oh, good. My Dragon Punch is still going up. I got Dragon Punch just recently, like a level or two ago, I think. Been trying to work on that. Goes up so nice and fast. Slower fights, of course. I just don't have a high. I just do not have high DPS with this. I think it might be weapons and some AAs too. Sergeant Dodger, hello, sir. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So this is always tricky, but I think I can get these guys on the corners without pulling everybody else. I can move my way around. Nope, the hag saw me. That's good. We're gonna feign death back here because I can't deal with her real quick. There, we'll just feign death it off. The hag nukes super fast and blows me to pieces. All right, Barb's bone, go away. I may have to do a little lull pulling here. Actually, you know what I think I'll do is I might just try to run past and go fight the festering hag that's down the hall. And see if I can handle that one alone. Oh, but they'll both come. I forgot. These two are like aggro linked up here, and they both come together. I'll have to lull one of them. All right, I think they forgot about me. They did. Turn my regen on. Am I rooted? I'm still rooted. Usually the root wears off as soon as you lose aggro from a mob, but it did not in this case. That's a rare thing. So I got to stand still for a minute. We'll just feign death while we're sitting here. $14 seconds. Hey, any of you EverQuest EverQuest knowledgeable people? When does the monk feign death become not no? I know it's never no fail, but like really low to fail. Is there like a skill point that it's just like it very rarely fails? I wonder what that is. Oh, Ramalik, I didn't know that. Affects only when the mob dies. Okay, so if I got hit with it and the mob was only I feigned deathed it off, it still holds down. Okay. Sergeant Dodger, I'm just down here for some XP, hoping to. I think there might be something. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pause for 100 skill. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm at 86, so I need to keep working on that so that it's like so much more instead of me failing every now and then. I think what I'm gonna do really quick is I'm gonna look up the Lambent quest. I wanted to see the Lambent armor quest. I have it up from the P99 wiki, from Project 99. What do I need down here? The Greater Darkbone. The Darkbone bracelet. Okay, okay. A Greater Darkbone. Got it. It's probably pretty low drop rate. What is the drop rate on it? I'm trying to find what it is. What's it called? I need the DBB, the Darkbone Bracer. Really rare. Holy cow, 3%? Okay. Yes, so it does. When you level up a weapon, it does affect their damage and delay. I can't tell you exactly, but I can tell you it goes up. That's how you get a higher ratio. So the ratio goes up on a weapon. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at these fine steel weapons. If you go look at any fine steel weapon in regular gameplay, in regular EverQuest, you do not see a 0.33 ratio fine steel weapon. So, you know, they start out at what, 1.6 or something? Maybe, yeah. So when you merge them, you definitely gain damage on the weapons. And I don't know if I think it affects just the damage, to tell you the truth. I know you're asking that. I think it's I think the delay stays the same and the damage goes up, I believe. You apparently set the auto sell the bracelet. Maybe I did. I could have. Let me look. That's a great question. Let's take a look. We'll check the filters for bracelet. I did have it there. Look at that. That means I was here last time. So I haven't been down here on my Bard yet. So I'll turn that off. Thank you for that call out, Jet Set. That's a great call out. Because when I was down here before on my Necromancer, I probably looted it and just got rid of it because I was like, I don't need this, you know. So, yep. Good call. So So let's see if we can lull this guy. I want to try to run past him without aggroing everything else in the room. Okay, we did. I need to lull this hag. What I want to do is lull this one. And then I'm going to attack this one. Go striker stance. We're trying to get some high chunky hits on the hag. That stun is so long. The other way I can fight the hag too is if I go into defensive stance, you do get magic damage reduced by 20%. So that's pretty good. That's a way to deal with this. But it looks like the striker stance is really chunking her well. I am glad to see this. This is going to be good XP down here. This is why I wanted to come down here. Gossamer Cape, I don't care about. Miracle Highway. I don't know. I haven't gone to look and see if the timorous pots are running or if the pots in Otis, you know, the Otis to Quanos jump. I don't know. Good question. There is a bandolier on EQL. I believe it is currently disabled, Mike. I think they were having a problem with the bandolier. But there is a bandolier on here. Ooh. That's a great point. Bandoliering to bring the shield into bash. And you can turn bash on auto bash too. Like I could go here and I have bash on auto. So as soon as I equip it, it'll bash it, which is that's cool. See, these are the things I don't think about because I've never played with modern EQ like I want to say abilities. Modern EQ quality of life changes like the bandolier. Like on, you know, Quarm and P99, those, you know, the emulated servers, they don't have bandolier at all. I've never played with a bandolier. Oh, there's that festering cloak for a necromancer. I think I have some in the bank. I'm gonna send it to the bank. I might merge it at the bank there. Ooh, there's our greater dark bones. So we will lull one of them. And then I'm just going to, I don't think I'm going to have to just manually, I don't have a dot out right now. Or a DD. Come on back here, buddy. Around the corner, please. Okay. Oh, he stunned me. A rare stun. 20% chance to stun me. We'll go into offense stance for the weapon DPS. I wonder if they increase the chance to drop these kind of things here. I actually don't know. That would be kind of cool to find out. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, he didn't drop it, unfortunately. Oh, no, let's not do that. We're going to mend our way up here. Then we can just run up and fight this guy. Do I have my song on? Ready to go. You come out of there. I don't need you falling in there. Oh wait, I don't have to right click to loot anymore. I forget. It just auto loots for me. Oof. It's rare to get a stunning hit on me. Maybe higher levels have a higher chance of stunning me, but it should be just 20% because of the AAs I put into it. Did I earn any AAs there? Or I still have 0. No, I have. I've still got 0. I feel so slow compared to my other classes when I kill things, but it's what I like is it's slow and steady. Slow and steady. Okay, what else can I go after down here? There's a monk. There's a dark bone. I can take both. He might aggro the other one. He did not. Okay. I would just prefer to not have to fight the tentacle terrors, which there are a few down there. Those guys will blow you around. Of course, the guy that drops those nice boots is down here. And if Classic's still in the chat, he'll tell you he camped here for a very long time and couldn't get those boots. Maybe I don't think he got the boots to drop at all. Those dwarven work boots, I think, is what they are. I don't think he got them to drop once. Is he up? Let me see. He's not up. I like this part of the basement better down here. This part back here, there's just so many mobs. They all jump on you unless you lull them all. Unfortunately, the bard lull is only like 20 seconds or something. It's not long. All right, we're gonna get this guy lulled. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play the risk here. Oh, did I lull him? Is he lulled? I should lull him. Oh, he is lulled. Okay, I got it. He's lulled. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I'm gonna see if I can pull her out. Come on up here. There we go. Yes, you're rooting me right away. Going to Striker, just for those bigger hits. They look terrible on an Ogre anyway. You know what, Mike? That I actually have been looking at making EQ nag functional. And I think I can get it to work. It's going to be a little different. I'm going to have to monkey with it. But I already started pulling it up and seeing if I can pull in my debuffs and buffs. Now, on the Bard, I don't need to worry about it so much, other than maybe with the lulling would be nice to have that as a timer. But it is nice that I can at least see them on the mobs. That is helpful. But I'm going to try. I very much want EQ nag to work on here. I'm hoping I can get it to work. All right, we're going to try this tentacle terror. I got to just put my back up against the wall here. Because if you don't, he'll send me flying. Yeah, like that. Yeah, knockback sends you, yeets you across the room if you don't have your back against a wall. Sergeant Dodger, dude, I actually didn't even know there was an EQ nag Discord. I have been doing everything myself with no help, figuring it out by fighting with it. Sometimes I get really frustrated and I give up on some of the trackers. I didn't even know there was a Discord. I need to get that. I need to get the Discord. I'll look it up, and I will get on their Discord immediately because I'm a huge EQ nag fan. I know it's not the most popular parser out there. Most people like to use EQ log parser or Gina, but I just love EQ nag. I'm really a big fan of it. So I really want to get it working here. So I guess our mission now is to try to get the Darkbone bracelet. That is my mission for being down here. Not only XP, which is good, but I need to get that Darkbone bracelet. No kidding. No way, dude. That's phenomenal. How nice is that that he helped with that? I have gotta... I'm gonna have to ping him. That's phenomenal. How would I get back? How do I get over there? I haven't done this very much. A mortuary. I hate the fungus, dude. That fungus right there, he drops you a slow. Good luck. Good luck. All right, we'll go back up. These guys up here are gonna repop pretty soon. Yep, we're already getting them. So I wanted to lull this one out. Then go around the corner, kill the other one. Oh, it resisted? Shoot. Gotta wait for it to actually... There, it hit. What's up, Darkbone? Well, that makes me love EQNAG even more, Sergeant Dodger. That the dev is so responsive and helpful. The reason I didn't even think to look for a Discord is that there's like no updates. The version that I have is so out of date and it doesn't look like it's been updated in like 2 years. Is there like a newer version that I don't know about? I'd love to get an updated version of it. I mean, I guess if nothing needs to change, there's no reason to update. So. You have yours audibly saying fizzle. Yeah. I like to set the audio triggers for certain things like fear. I do when the fear wears off. If you watch I think it shows up on my stream or on my videos. You don't hear the audio though. I don't have the audio coming through on my skeleton videos. I just have the visual fear worn off, but it says it audibly to me. Because I really need to know when it wears off. Because a lot of times when I'm sitting there fear kiting, I'm not always looking at the mob, and my pet is chasing it somewhere. So it's good to know, what's going on with it. And then if I hear it tell me fear worn off, then I'm like, okay, he's on his way back. Like, and then I'll pay attention. That's probably good. Yeah, I do workarounds all the time on EQNAG. I'm constantly doing workarounds. These guys are back. These Darkbones are what we want. Come on, let's move away from this guy. Before her lull wears off. Yeah, like when I do detrimentals, on EQNAG, I actually put them in as a beneficial timer. And like dot timers and stuff are funky. So when I first used EQNAG, this was before I was ever streaming or ever making videos. When I was first on Quorum, I was playing a shaman, and I was trying to track my shaman dots, and it was a bit weird because it's like it waits for the first tick to set the timer off, and I was just like, you know what? I don't need to know when exactly every tick. I'm like, just give me a timer that counts down how long it lasts, and it always works. It does. Like the dots don't ever get. They never fall off early. They always go for the full duration. So I'm like, just give me a flat timer for the duration. And that's all I need. And when there's an adjustment of the dot, like, let's say I've gained a level and the dot ends up being longer because I'm a higher level, I just calculate in the ticks. So, oh, okay. It's not, yeah, it's not intuitive. That's so me figuring it out myself. That's why it's not intuitive. I was just trying to do it on my own. Oh, I probably got some currency I gotta suck up here. Yep. Hello, Gwyneth. How are you? Thank you for dropping by. Good to see you. So anybody who's new and who's here for the first time, I see we got a bunch of viewers in here. My name is Skeleton, and I make a video series on Project Quorum, which most people know me for. I'm sure most of the viewers know that already, but for those of you who don't, I play on the Project Quorum emulated server, and I make a video series, Skeleton, of course, of a solo self-found necromancer, trying to get to level 60 completely solo without any help, where I can't buy, I can't sell. The game restricts it. Like, I can't cheat, even if I wanted to cheat. I cannot. It forces me to play solo, which is quite a challenge. Initially, it's not too bad, but boy, I'll tell you what, it's really rough in the 50s. If you've watched any of my videos, you know you can hear it in my voice, where I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so tough. It gets rough in the 50s for sure. But that's what I normally do. But now I'm over here, guys. I'm over here on EQ Legends playing in the beta. I got invited a couple weeks ago. Creators and YouTubers all got invited on May 1st. We all got in early to check it out and then promote it, of course, right? And it's been a lot of fun. I love it. I'm really hooked on it right now. And I'm looking forward to trying out all the different combos. There's so many combinations of classes to try now. Just unlimited loadouts. So right now I'm doing the Bard Warrior Monk. That's what I'm trying at the moment. But I'd like to try a Bard like Warrior Cleric, which I heard is super good. And I know one guy who's running it right now. I think Wreck-It is running it on his. If you watch Wreck-It Rogue, he started his little series here. I think he's going to try it. I'm very curious to see how it does. I'm going to guess that it's like slow, consistent damage, but unkillable. I think that's what that combination is going to be. It's just absolutely unkillable. I mean, shoot, when you get to level 39, let me show you guys. Let me show you a cool thing about this. So, Cleric spell, level 39. What does everybody know you get at level 39 as a Cleric? Complete heal, right? That's what you normally get. Well, that's not what it is in this game. Let me show you. It's a little different. 39 Cleric gets... Let's find it out. Here it is. Here it is. Promised Renewal. It's a 0.2 second cast. It casts in 0.2 seconds. But it gives you a timer. And after 18 seconds, it heals you for 6,000. So it's a delayed complete heal that you can instantly cast on yourself. Or on a group member, right? So there's no complete heal chains that you have to worry about if you're doing a raid. No complete chain heals. You don't got to worry about that. Complete heal chains. I'm saying it wrong, but yeah. So it's a a cool little thing that you can use yourself. So you get into a big fight, you drop that thing on yourself first, you go into the fight, and in 18 seconds, you're going to get a full heal. Pretty sweet, I think. And these hags, you just chain cast too much. I don't have any good way to interrupt them because I'm dual wielding. I'm not using a shield. And that's really my only way to interrupt. And I don't have any stun spells at the moment, so... There probably could be a case made for mezzing in the middle of a fight. But I don't know. Ooh, what's that? Guys, Garanel is up. Garanel is up. I don't know if I can take Garanel. I gotta go poke at him. I don't know what level he is. Let's take a look at Garanel. 35. I think I could take 35. And he's only a warrior. So, what the heck? I mean, what's the worst gonna happen, right? Let me just get back up to full here. Yeah. Once I get 3 more points in my AAs, I am going to be really leaning into some, I think, charming shenanigans for fun. Because I can keep that symphonic aura running in the background, and then I can charm control. Because I would just charm this tentacle terror. I've got him on permanent low right now. But I'm going to switch that off here in just a second. Let's see how long that lasted. Did it refresh? It's refreshed. Okay. Here we go. We're going to try this guy. I'm full up, ready to go. Let's give him a punch. Let's drag him back here, up the hallway. It's kind of safe. Oh man, he does hit. He hits quite hard. Let's go into defensive immediately. Gonna go into defensive. Nothing's hitting him, so my slow is not applying. My dot is not applying. He's very resistant. Defensive is helping, but I don't know if it's enough. I might toggle with Striker. I'm afraid if I jump out of Striker, boy, I'm going to take some serious damage. I might need to be fighting this guy at level 30 instead of 27. At least he's not multi-class. If he was dual class, there'd be no shot. Absolutely no shot. Okay, my slow actually applied. Once, at least. Yeah, Zedicus, I think I am cooked. I see your name, I go, Zedicus Zul Zerander. When I see your name. Which that's what you have, Zedicus Zerander. Zedicus Zul Zerander. Sword of Truth. Well, I used my mend a little early. Maybe it'll come back up if I'm still fighting this guy in a minute and a half. And I'm still alive. I got above him a little bit in health only because of the mend, but I really want to switch into striker or offense stance, but yeah. Yes, I can mez him. I do have that on. And what I would do is I'd run mez with my regen. So, yeah. I should actually fit that in there and make a regen mez. Mez is, that's on 4. So we slide that in here, right? 4. We can cheese him a little bit. Yeah, it was an interesting one, that's for sure, Sergeant Dodger. It was interesting. I have a lot of thoughts on that book series, which I am not going to talk about in here. I really enjoyed the first few books. Man, I loved it. But okay, I don't want to get into a book conversation because that's polarizing. It's going to be really close, Ed. It's actually turning out better than I thought. And my mend is coming back up. That's how long this fight is. I'm actually worried about a repop on top of me. That's what I'm worried about. Oh, interrupted. Yeah. You're right. Shoot. I got stunned. But I got my mend coming up. Cross your fingers for a critical mend. No. Got a normal mend. But that's okay. I think what's making a big difference here is when the slow lands. So the slow is not landing every time, but it is landing. And it makes a huge difference. Man, I am so worried about a repop right now on top of me. Because those guys back there are already up. Yeesh. Let me move a little bit here so I don't get the one behind me. Oh, man! We got him! And we got the ding at the same time. He did not drop the boots, though. I wish he did. Kite shield. I don't care about a kite shield. Sphere of Unrest. I'm just going to put these in the bank. I am going to loot the band, though. The band is awesome. We did it. Battle Axe, I will sell that. Auto sell that off. Man, that was awesome. I didn't think I was going to get him. I'm going to have repop soon, so I'm going to actually turn my regen on. I can turn off the mez in here. Turn off the mez in the melody. Go pure regen. That was awesome. Okay, where's the band? Yeah, look at that. We're equipping a +2. That's why I'm in +2. Because we get extra stats on these things. 7 AC, 5 strength. I need to get a second one. Because this antique silver band that I got in Unrest is garbage. But it's a little bit of AC. I like AC. Anyway, anywhere I can get AC. Alright, this guy's going to come up. Oh, he's already up. There he is. I need to get in here and fight him. Yeah. Because the one down the hall is going to pop soon. Okay, let's get our songs back and running. Let's get Mend fired. That was fun. So, hey Zed, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, Symphonic Aura. You have to have Symphonic Aura. I was just, at the beginning of the stream, I talked about it. So Symphonic Aura is this. I have to get 5 AAs put in, which I don't have yet. I have 4 put in right now. And I need to get, or no, I have 3. I have 3 put in. I have 3 points into Symphonic, which means the bottom 3 songs I can auto-cast when I run it. But I need to have 4 so that it matches my melody. And then I'm gonna use Symphonic Aura exclusively for my positive buff songs. Yeah. Yeah, let me show you why it says that. I can't do it right now. It'll turn off my melody. As soon as you turn on Symphonic, it disables my melodies. So I can't do it yet. Let me kill this guy. Okay. So let me go back here. I'm going to turn my melody off because it'll do it anyway. When I turn on when I hit train, and hit trains for 0, it enables it. Now you can see the cost. The cost is 3. So, and you can see how many points I've got. It says I have 6 points. Technically, I have 3. Every point I put in counts for 2. Because it's like, it's a disable enable thing. It's really weird. But it cost me 3. So I need 2 more AAs. As soon as I get those 2 additional AAs, I'm going to enable this. And then I'm going to start using it. And it's going to run these 4 at the bottom. Which is what I want it to run. That's going to be great. Cannot wait for that. Oh no, mortuary fungus! I hate the mortuary fungus so much. And he hit me with the drowsy, which is brutal. Look at me just stand here and do nothing. Well, I'm gonna hope that my striker abilities. Oh no, I think it slows all my ability cooldowns as well. Awful. You're welcome, Zed. You know what? I only just learned about it. Is something punching me? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's all right. He can get hit with my striker stuff. Drowsy is the yuck, man. Ada is the worst. I hate these mortuary funguses so much. They're the worst mob down here. More than the festering hag. Okay, for a caster, it's not so bad. Casters blow these guys up, but I'm not a caster right now. But at least he's going down pretty quick. He's not hard. Ooh, critical heal on my mend. Hit me right to full. Love it. Love to see it. Yeah, I know. There's nothing I can do about that unused blue bar, unfortunately, because I have nothing that uses mana. Absolutely nothing. So it's just going to sit there. SK would offer more than war, possibly. They do have Mage Hunter. SK and Paladins get Mage Hunter stance, which is a 50% reduction on magic damage. Awesome. Way better. Defensive only does 20%. So yes, spells and melody clash exactly, Zed. That's why you have, that is why you run the Symphonic Aura. Symphonic Aura runs your 4 Psalms on auto, and like it's doing right now. Actually, I'm running Symphonic Aura right now because I forgot to completely forgot to do it. But with Symphonic Aura on, it's running my bottom 3 songs right now. I wanted to run 4. Then you can use your casting. So I could be, if I was an SK, I could be doing snares, I could be doing life taps, and my songs are still running. That's the beauty of Symphonic Aura, which I learned today thanks to commenters on my video. They said, "You're a dummy. Use Symphonic Aura." And I was like, "What is Symphonic Aura?" And I looked it up and was very impressed and excited. You know, I never killed this Tentacle Terror because we had respawns, so now I can probably get this guy. We're gonna disable Symphonic Aura, turn back on my melody, because I want my 5. So, ooh, wow! I forgot to get my back up against the wall here in a corner or something. There we go. We're gonna get real close to this guy. I don't want him shooting me around the room and sending me like down the hole over there. Yep, that's perfect spot. Put yourself into a little wedge yourself into a corner. I think they should also auto-grant Pet Affinity, Zed. I agree with you on that. It's a silly thing not to have Pet Affinity automatic. I don't want to spend points. I had a pet, and I just didn't want to spend points on it. I really didn't want to do it. Where is it? An archetype? Archetype? Oh, I don't have a pet, so it's not going to show it to me. I'm not a pet class, so it doesn't let me do it. Charm pets don't count as a pet class. Alright, let's lull this one. I don't know what's on the other side. Probably a skeleton, I guess. Yeah. Oh wow, okay, we got them both. I must have failed on that. Okay. Well, let's see if we can take them. We'll try. That hurt. Okay, she's pulling out all the stops right now. Nuking me more than any other hag. She's going crazy. I'm gonna probably have to feign death this off. Oh yeah, okay. She's gonna cast again, and I'm not gonna live. Yeah, I didn't think so. There was no way I could have done that one. Oh well, down we go. But we're back, cause that's EQ Legends. We turn on our regen song and heal while we run. Yeah, if they add Dire Charm as an AA. I don't know if they're going to allow people to have that as an AA. It would be crazy good. Okay, we're just going to chill here for a minute. I know I don't need to sit, but I like to sit. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't sit when I'm singing songs, which is fine. Hit that mend. Practice my feign death while I'm waiting for the regen. I don't know when the Dire Charm came in. That's a good question, actually. Yeah, that's a question I haven't answered yet, and I need to play with Charming. Does my pet gear that I currently have in my equipment, is that going to get applied to the Charm pet? Great question. Don't know. So, is that Planes of Power? Yeah, maybe that's when they had the Dire Charm AA. I don't know. Marcus Ferrari, hey man, what's up? Thank you for coming and hanging out. Caught me live. I'm usually never live. I'm live because it's Everquest Legends time, and I got to show it off. And I really like talking to y'all, and you guys asking me questions about the game. Plus, I'm learning it too. I'm no expert on EQ Legends. I'm learning it as well. I've only been playing the game for 2 weeks, so there's so much more to learn. Good question, Wheeze. How do you get spells for a Necro when you're a Wood Elf? Very carefully. you have to. Here's actually a really cool way you can do it. Yes, Pet Bag works on. They lose it as soon as it, but they lose it as soon as it breaks. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so it does work. That would be great. Okay, Wheeze, talking about so for example, the the way that you can do, I know I'm not going to fight for a minute. I want to talk about this for a minute. So the way you get spells, this is a good thing to know for those of you who are going to play EQ Legends. So I've had the same problem with how does a Dark Elf bard, get songs? Now, and how does an ogre bard get songs? So there's 2 ways. One, you got to get lucky, or maybe you have the alliance spell, but I didn't. I had to buy it. There's a really cool trick that you can do. If, for example, let's say Freeport didn't like me and they wanted to kill me as a Dark Elf, even though I was a bard. What you can do is you run into Freeport. You just go to the zone line. You don't have to go actually in the town. You just need to be in Freeport zone. You can switch your class. So what do? You create a loadout. I'll do it right now. Necromancer. And where is it? Sorry. I am completely blanking on the spell gem. I'm not used to these spell gems. Oh yeah, there it is. Enchanter. You pick an enchanter and whatever else you want. It doesn't matter. And you switch your class in Freeport to that right at that time. You swap it because you can swap in any town. You'll become a level 10, but level 10 enchanters have access to illusions, and then you make yourself a human. And I think you might even have alliance at level 10 as well. And voila, you use it to go in and buy your spells as an enchanter, or at least to get past them. Yeah, you can. No, you can buy them as an enchanter. You don't have to be a bard to buy spells, to buy the bard songs, or to buy the necro stuff. So if you can use an illusion to get in, that's how you find, necro spells. You'd probably want to, as a wood elf, I would probably go to Akanon and go to the gnomes and buy them there. But for something like an ogre, how does an ogre get bard spells? That's where you use the little trick of changing into an enchanter. I'm going to look right now. Let's look at the enchanter. What do they get early on? Quickness, levitate. Oh, no, I need to do... It's not showing me everything. Unscribe, there we go. So you get illusion at level 2, human. You get half elf at 3, wood elf at 5. Alliance at 8, which is, yeah, that raises your faction. Perfect. Gnome at 8. And Dark Elf at 10. I mean, you're pretty much covered. Like, anywhere you want to go, if you just swap your build over to an enchanter in the town, even though you'll only be level 10, you're going to get granted a bunch of these spells. And then you go buy everything as the enchanter, and then you leave town, and you swap back to your class. So it's a little funky. Now, Wheeze, listen, I know I'm explaining a really dumb way to do it. That's how we're currently doing it in beta. I'm going to guess that they're going to add spell vendors for every class in every town so that we don't have to do this dumb jumping around thing, right? They're going to make this game's about ease and convenience. I don't see why I don't see why they wouldn't add that. Now, don't take my word for it because they didn't say that. I haven't heard them say that, but I'm going to guess they will. So, it does seem early for Alliance sheds. I noticed that too. I was like, wait a minute, Alliance is that early? But hey, it works. It works. All right, what do we got here? I gotta look this. It's a blue and a blue. Let's just lull one of these guys. No, we'll just fight them both. I don't even care. We should be fine with striker stance. I hate the Barbones so much because they have the damage shield. And I can't dispel it right now. I don't know if you can dispel it at all, I'll tell you the truth. Because it's not like, I don't know if it's cast. Maybe sheds, I noticed that there's a lot more you're right. There's more illusions early on, and Alliance by 8. I don't know, because here the reason I think they're going to add it is if you go to the Ixar starting area, and I think the Froglock one too. They get vendors for all the spells and classes in their special new starter zones. So why wouldn't they do that for everybody else? And it's like, oh, why is it the Ixar and Froglocks are the only ones that get all of them? Like we should. I think the other classes should, other races should as well. DE was 12 on Quarm? Yeah. Werebat. We're going to feign this guy off, maybe. We just server ticked him? Okay. I'll take it. Server ticking a dude. It's fine by me. Aggro's a little strange on this server. I have not figured it out. Quarm is very consistent with its aggro. I feel like I heard someone straight up on Discord say they were going to do it. Yeah, it feels to me dumb that they wouldn't. I'm not saying anything bad against the devs. They're smart. They know what the convenient thing is to add. Complord, yo, welcome. Thank you for coming and hanging out and saying hello. Thanks for watching the stream. And thank you for watching my Necro videos. I love making them. We're almost at the end. Oh, mortuary fungus. Ugh. It's all right. He's by himself at least. He's going to instantly slow me. Like a jerk. There it is. It's like a 35% slow. It's really wicked. Yes, it does, Ada. I played on D4 a bunch on some lower level things. Aggro gets wacky. It's huge. The radius is massive. You're pulling like rooms of guys. You just got to be real careful. Lulling the right stuff, making sure you got lots of line of sight broken. Yes, difficulty impacts the aggro range. It definitely does. Okay, I know I haven't been talking about the music at all, but all this music that I have playing is from Loot Goblin. It's pretty much the majority of the music I play on my videos. I do mix other stuff that's not Loot Goblin music, but I'm playing all Loot Goblin today. And this song that's playing right now, Temple of Time, if you hadn't figured it out in my videos, this is some inside baseball. I take this as my favorite track by Loot Goblin, Temple of Time. I always find a way to sneak it in there and highlight it somewhere in most of my videos. I try to make it in a prominent point in my videos on purpose because it's my favorite track. Anyway, there you go. I feel like Aggro's pushing things towards EQ Live where the meta is forget about CC and pull all the things. Man, I hope not. I hope not. I do like CC a little bit. I mean, I do understand in this game it is supposed to be ARPG style. Somebody in the comments today in my video said that, where they were like, you got to think about this game like an ARPG. And I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right, it is. It's like Diablo, sort of. Diablo plus EverQuest a little bit. And I can see that. And what does that mean? That means pull all the things and forget CC, right? So but I hope not. I enjoy the whole what I'm doing now, right? Where I'm splitting pulls with my lull, you know? Thank you, Gwen. I try to keep the vibe fairly chill. And if anyone wants to listen to the music, guys, I have a playlist on my YouTube channel where you can go and listen to all the music I use. Some of the songs I couldn't put on there because it's silly. They don't have YouTube videos of some of the music, but yeah, you can go do it. Yes, it is, Ada. That's why I really lean heavily towards any classes or a combo now that has the ability to do splitting or just crowd control of any sort. Because I want to solo. Like, I love soloing and not being dependent entirely on, you know, a team or a group. Oh, we got a werebat here. Coming to hang out. Let's med up. Good med. We had a critical med. Pants. Were those bronze pants? Heck yeah, that's better than those ringmail pants I'm wearing. That's why we're here, guys. I want that bronze stuff. Look at us, we're starting to get kind of bronzed out here. I really need a bronze breastplate. That'd be wonderful. Speaking of that, I can't wait till they add ornamentation. Man, ornamentation is going to be great. Soloing's where it's at, Gwyneth. I love soloing. I mean, I know it's like, well, why are you playing Everquest? It's a group game. Yes, but I still enjoy, I like being in a living world. Like, I like being around people. Like, I love going back to the Nexus and seeing it full of people. I'm talking on Quarm here, not this game. But on Quarm, yeah, I'm doing solo self-found, and I fell in love with it. It's totally solo, but I love running into people in the world, people stopping by and saying hello. I like you guys sending me messages, being like, yo, I love your videos. Like, that's awesome. That makes the world feel alive, even though I'm by myself. You know what I mean? So. All right, do I have... Let's get a little regen going here. Crescent's reach type zone for starting zone. Yeah, I've heard good things about that. I have not played anything on live Daybreak Everquest servers since 2004. This is the first time I'm playing on a Daybreak server hosted Everquest game since 2004. Yep. I like grouping if I can get in a fast group, or if I can have a preset like static group, you know, where it's like, hey, we're gonna play at this time, and everyone comes together and does it. Like, then I know, instead of being like, oh man, I gotta like look for an hour for a group or something. Not too fun, for me at least. But when I get in one, I sure love being in one, especially one that's really rolling. I really enjoyed leveling on all my other characters. I have 3 or 4 characters to 60 on Quarm that are, you know, obviously not solo self-found. They're all twinked out and geared up. And I enjoyed that whole leveling experience, especially in the 50s. I leveled a lot in my 40s and 50s on all 3 of those characters. 3 or 3, I don't remember how many. Yep. Mirror Monk. I think we even, guys, we've got a level. I missed it. I've been talking so much. Oh no, we got it when we killed Garanel. I wanted to look and see what bard spell I got. At 28. A great lullaby, quiet lullaby that causes your target to fall into magical sleep. Oh, is that my next? That's my next mez. I need to put that on the bar. Yeah, I know. A good group is, when you get in one, you get hooked on a good group. Like, you don't want to log off. Those are the times when you get sucked in and you're playing till 4 in the morning and you're like, oh no, I thought it was 1 in the morning. When you get such a good group, it's just clicking. I love that. I'm not running my songs again because I'm yapping. It's all right, we're doing okay. All right, let me get this song memorized here. I want my level 28 Pixie Strike. There we go. Latest mez up to 45. That's great. Kellad's, wait. No, I just unmemmed my lull spell. Duh. Whoops. Let's do that. Detrimental, calm, lull. Let's do this again. Detrimental, mez. Pixie Strike. There we go. Dodger, that's what we're trying. I mean, we're trying to do that. It is difficult. It is extremely difficult to get 5 people, like YouTubers, like we're doing now, together at a set time. You have no idea how hard it's been. I mean, we've got this big, you guys have seen the trailers. You know we're going to be doing a collaborative video series. That's why we're not releasing those every week, because we cannot get together. We all have crazy schedules at home that just don't line up. So we have to basically schedule our times a month ahead of time. There's no way else we can do it. We've got all of our times all scheduled really far out because we gotta put them in the calendar because family demands, Steven, thanks for stopping and saying hello. They up quad classes. That would be unbelievable. Maybe they should do that as part of like an expansion, like later in the game. Like as they unlock expansions, there's like a further AA or something that's like quad class. That would bust the game, guys. Bust it. That'd be crazy though. Okay, what do we got down here? Festering Hag, Tentacle Terror. Okay, we don't have Garanel. That's fine. That's fine. Half level. Yeah, Exata, what class are you playing? Yes. Yeah, with 4 you'd cover everything. Half level, that'd be interesting. Like half of a class or something, I'm thinking about how hard AOW would be as a rogue cleric. Oh my gosh, Avatar Wars a rogue cleric. Good gracious, you don't have any tankiness at all. 3 at 50, 1 at 25. Oh, gotcha. That's interesting. So you would get like the spells and the abilities of up to 25 or the half of. Okay, I can get behind that. So you've got like, I'm going to look at this. So my loadout, I've got like a 50 Necro, a 50 Paladin, a 50 Shaman, and then I would have like a level 25 Bard. That would be so cool. Yes, 14 is the max number because I bought the AAs for that. Right here, there's an AA called Mnemonic Retention. That was the first thing I dumped all my AAs into, was 6 additional spell slots. So you start out with 8 as per usual, and then you can earn 6 more by AAs, which I did immediately. So, yeah. Oh, when you fight him, these 2 classes, Mord, I'm sorry. That would be terrible. And I think they can be. Because I know that there are people who have been fighting Nagy, and Nagy on D3, D4 is dual class. And it depends on, some of the dual classes are easier than others, and some of them are not at all. Okay, I gotta lull this guy. Okay, pull you back up here, turn my song on. I need to get you... Are you around the corner enough? I hope she's around the corner enough. Or we're going to have a Tentacle Terror on us. I think it looks like they're out of line of sight, so... Come on. Limit to 1 per chain, leather, and silk. Yeah. For the quad class idea, you could do that. That'd be wild, where it's like you can only pick 1 of each. In those varieties. So you can't have 2 tanks together. You can't have like 2 leather class, or you can't have 2 casters together. That would be, you'd have to get really creative with that. But then you'd get some pure metas where everyone would be like, yeah, this is the best quad combo ever. Come here, buddy. I know you're gonna knock me back. Let me get into a little spot here. We'll just stand against a wall like this. Get up close and personal, because otherwise you're just going to fire me around the room. Still got hit. That's all right. Let me find... There we go. See this corner right here? This should work. Maybe? I don't know. I hate these guys. They love to fire me around. Why am I not damaging this guy? Oh, he's 33. That could be part of it. I've got my songs running. I'm attacking. I am in striker stance. And he is wrecking me. How many weapon procs can you put into one weapon? Only one. You only get one proc per weapon. That is it. You know what? We're going to go to offense stance because this... I'm just like not hitting this guy with any of these striker stuff. I'm wasting my abilities. Do they have dungeon crawl and no respawn mode yet? Not yet. That'd be awesome. I hope they do that. Currently there's no oh my word. This is what I'm worried about. Him shooting me down that hole. Currently they do not have private instances for solo yet. I will show you. Yeah, I'm going to show you the... I'll show you the exaltation slots. Classic is saying show it to him. I'll show you the different slots you can pick. This dude. There we go. Man, hey, we got 2 AAs. I need one more AA, and we're going to have our 4 casting symphonic aura. Time to cast regen. Oh, this guy's already back. We're going to get a repop on top of us here pretty soon. So we got to heal up quick. Did you get the Delph from doing the quest or hitting level 50? So I started out Dark Elf. That was my first race that I chose. And I started as a Dark Elf Necro, right? Skeleton, got to do that. That's what I did. And then I earned a class unlock token when I reached level 50 on my... It was my Shaman Paladin Necro. So I chose Necro as the primary, which you can see here. Dark Elf primary Necro. And then I got a class unlock token by reaching level 50. And then I was able to choose... I chose Bard as my second class unlock. Hey, Sigil. Welcome, guys. Y'all need to go watch Sigil GM's videos. I'm going to give him a shout-out in my Skeleton video, too, but I'm giving him a shout-out right here, right now. Y'all need to go watch his stuff. He's got some great stuff, and he just dropped an EQ Legends video talking about his... He's doing what I am not doing. That's why you should go watch his. I'm doing a non-pristine run where I started at level 10. He's doing an absolute pristine run where he is starting from level 1. So if you want to see the experience of the game from level 1, go watch Sigil's stuff. He's doing it. He's doing a run right now. I started from 10. I've already, basically when you saw me start, I had 90 AAs already. I'm level 10. Although I took all the equipment off, I took all my gear off, you know. So it's not really a pristine run. But you got to check it out. Wreck-It Rogue's doing that too. He's doing a pristine run if you want to check out his stuff. All right, let me show you the exaltation. So Caldon, you were asking me about it. How many weapon procs? So let's see here. If I pulled, here you go. So it has to be sufficiently leveled. So here's an example of one not. And this one is though. So look at the difference here. And then if I can find a really base one, here's a base one. So look, a +2, you get three exaltations. Ornamentation, which is like not in the game yet, which is purely, if you guys know anything about like World of Warcraft or what do they call that in WoW? It's killing me. Where you can take on the the look of a certain set of gear, but you don't. It's not what you actually have equipped. You just take the look. It's killing me. I don't know the name of it. I've played WoW for more years than I've played EverQuest, and I can't remember. Ornamentation. That's what that does. Focus. That's what this. So here's a focus, like the mandolin eggs. Transmogs, guys. Transmogs. You came to save me. Yes, transmog system. So ornamentation is transmog. Focus, that would be like this. This is a focus item. I took the instrumentation out, focus, and put it in my weapons. So my weapons are a drum and a mandolin. I have another item maybe with a focus on it. I don't think. Oh, this one. Yeah, here we go. So the Savant's Cap. has a focus exaltation. So I can take this focus off and I can put it in any other open focus slot, right? I can do it right now. Look, see, I've taken it out. It won't let me put it in there, but some of these are very tricky about where you can put them and very specific. They won't let me put it there, but that's fine. So you can do that. And then you have click exaltation, which that's your clickies, right? So you have your right clicky effect. So if I had a right clicky, what would it be? J boots? I could take the click effect off of J boots and put it onto something else, another pair of boots if I wanted to. Actually, right here. No, I don't have it. Where are the long road boots? Here's the boots of the long road. Now, I didn't level these up to +1. Hey, if you go watch Sigil's video, you can see him do this. He gets his boots of the long road to +1, and it's a click effect. You can take the click effect off and put it on another pair of boots. So there's that. Now, coming back to proc, right? Here's your proc. You only get one slot. So you can take a proc off something. Here's an example. Check it out. I'm going to show you one right now that I can do. I can't use it yet. Let's take my Yakisha. I've got two Yakishas, short sort of the Yakishas that are in my pet equipment. So look, here's the short sword of the Yakisha. Here's the proc exaltation. I can pull it out, and I can go put it in my footman's blade. Now my footman's blade has a short sword of the Yakisha. I can take it out of this one over here, my other one. Take it out, put it in there. Now both of my main weapons have the short yard of the Yakisha proc on them, which is pretty awesome. Guys, everyone stop. Lost Crumpet's here. Okay, y'all got to say hello to Lost Crumpet. Lost Crumpet is the guy who makes all the music you're listening to. He is Loot Goblin. Every track I'm playing right now is from him. So, thank you, Lost Crumpet. You can't see me, but I'm doing a little bow down and bowing down. I'm not worthy. Now I'm going to take these procs back off. Put these off here. If you guys like Ultima Online and you have a nostalgic knack for Ultima Online, y'all need to go watch Lost Crumpet's videos. Go check out his YouTube channel. He is the UO dude. He got me back into playing it on UO Outlands, which is, bar none, the best emulated Ultima Online server there is. It's amazing. So, but yeah. Oh, that's all right, Crumpet. We still call you out. Still call you out. No, it's not gone for good. You can continue to level an item with a ripped out exaltation and put it back in because the proc effect does not level. The proc effect stays the same. I can put it in my bag. You see that? So this is the sword. This is the exaltation. The exaltation is not affected by leveling. So it's pretty sweet. Let me put this back in. There we go. All right, so that's the whole big long explanation on exaltations, which is really freaking sweet. I've got 3 guys. Oh no, I pulled every one of them. Crap. We're gonna like maybe not do that. Are we good? Am I good? I'm not good. That's fun. Now here's the tricky part about festering hags is they all want to cast on me constantly. Oh, nope, they're casting a lightning bolt. I'm gonna be down. I gotta time this. Oh man. Come on. Right there. No! Dang it. I'm an idiot. I gotta wait for them to cast again. Now I'm gonna be stunned. They're gonna cast again. I'm very much dead. Oh! What? Did I get it? I pulled it off. I pulled it off. So, okay, that exaltation, if you want another one, do you need another new item? Yeah, if I want 2 of them, I do. But I could keep pulling them off. So I've got 2 exaltations because I collected 2 of the short swords of the Yakisha. So I can, as long as I have more, I can just keep pulling them off. That was a little close, guys. Pulled it off, though. Wait a minute. Did they forget about me? Yeah, the bar bonus hasn't, but I can't fight him right now. I'd love to grab him. He's perfectly in that spot. Yeah, trying to FD between casts is such a hassle. Man. Okay. I'm trying. If you want another one, yeah, you need another one item. Yes, and level that right. So right now, I'm gonna put these back where I had them, which were they were pet items. I have an FBSS in here too, but I'm not using it. I could be using it right now, but I'm not because I'm trying to do a collect my gear again run. Lost Crumpet would call it rags to riches, as he was doing a rags to riches one once. You know, it's kind of that. I'm doing a rags to riches kind of thing, right? Like I dumped all my gear in my bank and I'm starting all over. Trying to. Come here, bat. I think we can fight this guy over there. He's only blue. That'd be interesting to tier up augmentation proc. I know what you're talking about, being able to tier the procs up. That would be wild. Like so that you have your Legend of Yakisha. This proc gets stronger. Because what does it do right now? It does like, isn't it like 75 damage? I think it's 75 damage proc is what this is. It doesn't say it, but I know that it is. It'd be cool if you could like tier it up. Can I mez them? Oh yes, I could have mez them, but I only have a single mez. And it would take me time to mez, and they were stunning me, so it would have been dicey. But I could have pulled it off. I just had a bad pull because that guy was here. Yeah, I'm streaming with clickbait, guys. Clickbait. This is my guild. I'll show you. I'm going to reveal the guild window. Oh no, guys, don't look, don't look. I'm revealing things. We have just the streamers in here, so Classic and Razman, Wreck-It, Sigil, who's in chat, along with Classic, who's in chat, and myself. And we're just a bunch of streamers that are in the guild together. So Sigil created the guild, and then he gave me the guild when he was deleting characters and recreating characters. And I think it is the best name possible for a guild of YouTubers. Wouldn't you say so? All right, let's try to lull this guy and not get a critical fail. All right, nice. Let's turn back on our songs. Come around the corner, punch this guy. Come on. Don't root me. Don't root me. Ugh, okay. That might be far enough. I think that's far enough for the... Nope, it's not. Son of a gun. So, guys, look. This is what I'm talking about with weird aggro. Aggro gets really weird. And even though that one was lulled for 30 seconds, because the way that the other hag pathed, it like pathed her through too close to the other one. It shouldn't have worked that way. I should have been able to avoid that, but it didn't. Ooh, I had a really good mend there. Got a critical mend, which is saving my butt right now. If I can kill one, I'm going to probably feign death the other one off. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we can fight her. Oh, I think we can take her. Because I was hitting her with the AoEs already. So she was already almost half-life, which is phenomenal. Oof, come on. Come on. None of that. Man, I hate when she does that. Tishan's Clash. Stuns me out for so long. What do we got here? Gosper Amos. Can't use it. It is red to me. I'm selling it. Okay, time to regen. Hags are a pain. Okay, I gotta try to catch up. I feel like I missed some chat, guys. Give me a minute while I'm medding. I'm gonna scroll up and look at the chat that I missed. I wonder if the aggro bugs are since they messed with... Yeah, it could be because of the scaling. I think they probably tweaked the aggro ranges up as well. I don't know. I think they did. Oh, dang, Sigil. I didn't even think of that. I remember hearing you say that in your video. And I thought, huh, I wonder if they do that, if they're like waiting for you to heal and then they stun you. Like the AI got improved a little bit. That would throw me off. Okay, I don't see anything, any other comments that I may have missed. If you have a question that I missed and I didn't answer it, please type it again in the chat. I will answer your questions. Are the monk moves done automatically? They can be, but I'm not doing that currently. I like to use mine manually. So I have bash on auto, which I'm not even using. I can turn cleave on auto, but I don't. And I can turn round kick and tiger claw on auto. I like pressing the buttons. So maybe I'll decide at some point to turn them on auto and just not think about it. You know, what the heck? Let's just try it and see how much I hate it. What am I using? Round kick and dragon punch? There you go. So what's going to happen now is as soon as I hit a mob, it's going to fire him off and then just keep using him on cooldown. Rakasha, Melody. So Melody is what I'm running right now. So I have that here. I have a macro for it. This is my battle melody. And Melody plays all the songs I want automatically. In classic traditional Everquest, you'd have to do them manually by pressing the keys 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's how bards had to play their songs in classic, which you probably already know that. But Melody lets me play them automatically. It's pretty useful. Can you show the achievement for unlocking another race? I don't know how to. Okay, I'm gonna look at this. I don't actually know exactly where it is. I know the area that it's in, which is under achievements. Here, and I think it's under untapped potential. So there's a way, but I don't think we can do it. So look, okay, here you go. They have some of them in now. They didn't have them in. So I think if I want to unlock a barbarian, it says get max faction with Rogues of the White Rose, get max faction with Wolves of the North, and get max faction with Merchants of Hallis. Once that happens, then I can unlock Barbarian as another race choice. Same thing with Dark Elf. It's all faction. So you wanted to see for like Ogre Frog. Frog is Protectors of Gukta, Guktan Elders, and Guktan Suppliers. It's all your merchants. All right, Sigil Man. See ya. Thanks for hanging. So yeah, it looks like it's pure faction. They have not done Half Elf yet. Half Elf is not complete. But the rest of them are all faction. So there you go. Ixar is just new Sibilician Expedition, which is the new area they start in. And Ogre is Clerg. You have to get your faction up with Clerg. Karen's is not in the game, so you can't unlock that. And then Wood Elf. There's Wood Elf. Emerald Warriors, Soldiers of Tunair, and Kelvin Merchant. So pure faction grinds. If you want to unlock... See, I love that. That gives me something I want to like chase after if I want to start another race. To increase faction, you just got to find what mobs to kill. It's either quest or mobs. That's it. So one of the two. And usually by grinding in a dungeon somewhere that's nearby to the faction is the best way to do it. Like if you're gonna what? Yo, guess who just showed up, y'all? It's Classic handing me 2,000 plat. There's a reason he's handing me 2,000 plat. Look at him sneak by. That big ogre self. There he goes. See, Classic. I gotta go get those songs for you. He's going down to check for Garanel. Garanel is up. Garanel is up. We're gonna have to kill him. I gotta kill him. Yeah. Classic, you should get in my group real quick. We'll kill him. You got to get a roll on this, man. Come on. Where'd you go? Let's kill this terror, and hopefully he doesn't blow me around the room. See, now I'm crushing this guy. That other one. Oh well, the other one was level 33, so that made a difference. Okay, Garanel's up. I think we're in for another epic fight with Garanel. We're gonna have to lull this guy as well. Hopefully not fail, or we're gonna feint it off. All right, it applied. Good. Melodic binding. Wait a minute. Did you hear that? Okay, good. He's solo. That's good, good, good. He's not a dual class. Okay, here we go. Oh man, he hits so hard. I gotta go straight to defensive. Brutal. Not casting my songs because he stunned me. I gotta use my mend right away. The Dark Elf Beast Lord pet is a spider. I'd like to try it. Oh, let me invite you. I gotta invite him. I gotta invite. Follow. There we go. Classic was invis. I didn't see him. He just popped out of nowhere. The big old ogre. Yeah, it's cool. I really want to try it. I want to see what. I want to see the spider pet. He's getting pushed up the hall. Bookish, I don't know if you can. I have not tried that. I thought about it. That was one of the things I thought about before I even played on the server was, can I do the Beast Lord spell proc buff on a Mage Fat? Would be amazing. I'm gonna guess you can't, but I wish you could. No boots, but we'll up. I don't think I'm gonna upgrade the ring. I'm gonna loot the ring. So I'm gonna loot the ring and wear 2 of them. There we go. We got 2. You can? Issachar says you can. I have got to try that. Did you get the boots, Classic? I'm guessing you didn't, because they're just totally elusive. Those terrible boots. Whoop. Let's see here. Retro Jim, hey man, what's up? Thanks for dropping by, saying hello. You can group up to 4, so a total of 4 in a group, instead of the traditional, what, 6, right? Bookish, that sounds like an amazing combination. The Ranger looks really fun now with the range stance. I saw that range stance looks really cool. I wanted to check that out with Ranger. And then getting the proper AAs and stuff. Gwyneth, I know it's funny that I had to actually ask because I've been soloing so long on Skeleton, and now I'm playing this. I haven't grouped in months. I'm like, I don't even remember what it's like to group. I've duoed on here on EQL, but that's about it. Haven't really done a group. Uh-oh. Poor Classic over there. He did not make it. He died. I just watched him get murdered. All right, we gotta wait for these to path back so we can fight him. Yeah, ports are a great idea for getting around. You gotta have some sort of a, gotta have like a tank in there somewhere. Paladin maybe. Paladin's so good, but you're gonna have a cleric, so you don't really, you get a lot of those spells overlap. SK would be good to add in. I'll tell you what though, this is why I like the warrior. Is cleave. You do not get cleave as a knight. It's such a good ability. What is this, a hag? Okay. Man, this Dark Terror, he's going to be such a hassle. I think I'm going to lull him first. I'm going to... Oh, it failed. Shoot. Hang on. Come on. There we go. We got it. Okay, get the songs back going again. Yep. The EQ community is a great community. There's something about it. I love it. Something special. Wait, did I get two? Oh, this guy behind me. I was like, who else is it getting on me? Get this bar bone. Get that heal off. Songs are off. Yes, they do have classes. So the water pet is a rogue. Like everybody's been summoning the water pet because it backstabs. Sorry, it front stabs. Yep. It's pretty sweet. I see a lot of mages run around with water pets. Ooh, pauldrons. I like that. I don't think I have pauldrons on, do I? Nope, I've got cloth shoulders, so that's a nice upgrade right there. Love it. We destroy that. Warrior Berserker Cleric. Oh yeah, it is like a Bally on steroids, man. You get flurries, you get self damage. You should watch Sigil. So Sigil GM is doing right now a Shaman Berserker. I can't remember what the third class is. I got to look. Let me see. I got it right here. Sigil's doing a Shadow Knight Shaman Berserker. So he's going for the opposite of what you were just talking about, Pally on steroids. He's going for a Shadow Knight on steroids, like a super, like a villainous Shadow Knight kind of character. It's pretty cool. It does increase your velocity, but it's really terrible unless you have a drum. Classic, I gotta go get you a drum. It's really good with a drum, like super good. Man, these guys. Sometimes I can take these Dark Terrors on really easily. Uh-oh. I've got an ad. I've got someone coming. I can see him on the map. Let's go. I don't feel like having an extra guy right now. I don't know how far he paths, though. Ooh, this is bad to have my back right here. Oh, no. Come on. Don't. There it is. Just what I was worried about. The guy chain stunned me. I'm gonna let myself die here. Yeah. Let me go back here. Well, this is actually really good because I do need to end the stream here. But let me pull up my cellos really quick. Classic. Let's take a look. All right. Let me get my cellos running. Where's my travel? Here's my travel. Oh, what's going? Oh, and that's not. I got the wrong thing running. Hang on. It's because I don't have cellos on my bar. Where's my run speed? Beneficial movement cellos. Okay. So right now I'm at 38 velocity with nothing, absolutely nothing. Just run cellos. I'm at 56, but I'm also using I'm using the boots. I'm sorry, I'm using the drum modifier on here, so which I need to go. I gotta go get you some drums. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, it works for me. Now if I take let's see what happens if I take that off. I'm gonna take the weapon off so I don't have the drum on. Let me turn this off. And then we'll let cellos kick back on. I'm at 45 now. So there's a definite significant difference. And what level are you, Classic? 17, yeah. So I think that sounds about right. It's really, I've noticed it so, and the long boots, these boots of the long road, are really, really crap early on. And I believe it's affected by athletics too. I think the athletics skill, which is here, also affects your run speed and how it scales. That is pure conjecture, but I think that's what also affects it. Because when I was first using cellos, it didn't feel good. But then I got the drum, and it dramatically increased. So speaking of that, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to origin back home right now. And I'm going to go get you some songs, Classic, and a drum and some instruments. We've had a good time in Unrest. We'll be back, for sure. All right. I don't think I need to learn anything here. You pretty much auto-learn everything. Flying kick at 30. We're gonna be doing jump kicks as a dark elf at 30. Yeah, drum skill affects the run speed, which is what I'm doing. So because of good old Everquest Legends and their exaltation system, I have a drum tucked inside of my mace. So my weapon counts as a drum, which is pretty sweet. All right, where am I? I am in the Warriors. The Warriors Guild is one of the most confusing places to get out of here. No, that's not it. I can see where I need to go. I need to go right through this wall here. Can I? Oh, here we go. Here we go. There we are. All right, now I know where I am. I'm gonna go this way around. Oh, we can stop at the bank really quick. Okay, there we go. Am I dropping anything off here? No, I'm going to get rid of that. Ringmail pants, I can get rid of those. I'm dropping these keys off because I don't need them all. And I don't think I can put these in the key ring. I am pretty sure they are unkey ringable. And then we pull our currency back in. There we go. Bone bladed claymore, you can go in. Oh, here's the guys. Okay, let me show you. Here's the Ghoulbane. I'm gonna show this to you. Ghoulbane. Watch this. Watch how this works. Footman's blade. All right. This is what someone was asking about. They were asking about moving up. Can you take the Ghoulbane proc off of the Ghoulbane, put it on another weapon, and have another class use it that is not Paladin? And the answer is no. But I'll show you why. So here's Paladin, right? We know that this is a Paladin-only weapon. This weapon has a Paladin, is Paladin usable, which it needs to be. You can't put a proc from a weapon that doesn't share the same type. They need to share a class together somewhere. Take it off. Put it on. Now watch the class. Look at the class up here. Watch what happens. It becomes Paladin only. And now this blade is unusable by me. I currently can't even swing this weapon, because it is Paladin only. So I do not want that. It stays on the Ghoulbane. So if you have a class-specific weapon, you need to make sure. What's up, Power Slave? Power Slave's taking a screenshot of us together. Okay. Thank you. I got a buff. Now I don't think I need the collar because I've got this undead protection on. The Gladius I don't care about either. Oh, Classic, I owe you a ring too. Reminded me to give you a ring. I got a ring to give you. Here we're all hanging out at the bank together. Oh yeah. Shadow Knight, Shaman, Enchanter. What a cool combo. That's what Power Slave's playing. That's an awesome combo. I'll tell you what. Okay. I need to... Do I have my cellos on? Let's turn my cellos on. Cellos is on now, so we can start cooking. And I'm going the wrong way. I was heading to the third gate. Open the door, please. Thank you. Gotta love Bard speed. Just gets better. I need to go get some new drums. I want to get the one in Mistmore. I'm just using vendor drums right now and vendor whatever. All right. Let's go to Freeport. That's what we're running. This always turns off on me and throws me off. It's not. I treat cellos like it's so, and it stays on. Drum exaltation does have to be on the weapons. Yeah, it won't. Oh, it doesn't work if you put it on. Let's do it live, guys. Let's try it. But it doesn't work. Let's put on gloves. Let's take our drum exaltation and put it on a pair of gloves. Could not combine. Well, there's your answer. It's got to go on a weapon. Hello, Damon. Welcome to the stream. Although I'm not going to be on it much longer. Let's do this. Okay. Can you have songs from symphonic pulsing and melody going? No, you cannot, Kaldon. I found that out. I thought you could, and I was very wrong. So okay, hold on. You can, in one sense, Kaldon. You can have. I'm going to run while I talk here, because we're running to Freeport. So you can have symphonic running. Symphonic can only use beneficial spells, like what I've got here: Hymn, Jackson's Jig, Warsong, Haste, Dot, Clarity, Chant of Clarity. You can run those with melody. I'm sorry, with the symphonic aura. You cannot use detrimental spells on symphonic. So I can't put a slow in there. I can't put a dot in there. It will not work. But if I have symphonic running on my beneficials, I can also run a detrimental on the side. So I could have 5 songs rotating. 5 is the max for symphonic. I could run 5 symphonic songs and then also be mezzing, lulling, dotting, slowing as well. So it does let you technically run more than the normal amount of bard songs. But not like 9 songs or something. You couldn't run melody and symphonic at the same time. That's like 9 songs. That'd be amazing, but you can't do that. Will it work on a weapon from the any slot? Ooh. Good question. Let's find out. Oh my gosh. I think it works. Yep. It works. You can put it in the any slot. Incredible. That's such good news. Oh man. You could have all 4 weapons on. All 4 instruments on. I can put wind and horn in weapons on the any slot. There you go. I just tried it. It worked. It's fantastic. That's so good. But that also means is when I start putting procs, when I want... Oh no, procs I can already put. Procs I can already put on a weapon. That doesn't affect anything. Well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take these 2 weapons, like this fine steel scimitar and this rapier, and I'm going to put the other procs from here in there. Thank you for that question, Keldon. Excellent. Ooh, look at this guy. He's getting some of that lambent. Looking good. Ooh, looking good. All right, I got to remember here. It's in North Freeport, right? I think that's where the Bard Guild is, right? North Freeport. Classic, where you at? I gotta get you almost all of them, but I can't get every one of them. You're in Greater Fadark? Okay. I'll bank them up. I'll parcel them to you. That's right. I can parcel these things to you. Bard Guild's right here. So you can see the Bard Guildmaster won't talk to me, but the vendor will. There we go. Parcel will work. I'll parcel them over to you. Yeah, I heard there's a bunch of glitchy midis actually, Damon. I know I'm catching your comment really late, but I heard there's some glitches in some areas. I think Butcher Block has got some glitchy midis too. Okay, I want to do this. Well, first of all, we're going to do the instruments. 2 of those. I need 3 of those. I need 2 loots and 3 horns. Okay, we're going to do this really quick. So this is just a way to get our exaltations for the instruments. Take the horn, put it in here, merge it. Boop. Oh, I got to buy another, don't I? Right? Yes, I got to buy 1 more. I miscounted. I thought I bought 3 horns. I guess I bought 2 horns. Okay. And then I can pull the exaltation off and put it here. Now I've got horn exaltation in my any slot. Fantastic. Now I'm going to do the wooden flute, hook it in here. Now I can pull the exaltation off, put it in the rapier, and boom, we have got... That's awesome. Okay, so now what I want to do is take the horn, this one, merge this together. Oh, no. I can't do that or I won't be able to mail it to him. I got to just mail these straight. I can't mail them to Classic if I do it this way. I should not have done this way. I should have done the spells first. So I'm going to delete these horns, honestly, to tell you the truth. I don't need them. And that, because I've pulled the exaltation off, so I don't even need the item anymore. Oh, okay, Jet. I didn't realize that. I can go to Miss War. I need to go there anyway. I got to go get the drum and the loot. So I can raise my Bard faction there. That's cool. Good idea. All right, so we got these. Now I need to buy a whole bunch of songs. Okay, we're just going to buy everything we can get our hands on. Wait, Chords of Dissonance, though, you're going to have that already. Jackson's, you don't have, no, you don't have that one because I didn't have that one. You got Cellos, you got him, you got Jonathan's. I don't know, I don't think you got Elemental Rhythm. Magical Monologue is worthless. Anthem de Arms, now I'm going to just start buying the rest of these. Yeah, I know you don't have that one. You get that, we'll just buy these ones. Okay, let's see here. Just thinking I'll maybe check something out later. If you get the stats off the items of any slot, can instrument mods go on shields and put the shield in any slot for more AC? Ah, great question. You, Caldon, man, you are thinking out of the box here. I love it. I'd have to try that. Get a shield, level it to where you can put a exaltation into it, and then put it in the any slot. I bet you it would work. I feel like it would. I feel like it would, but maybe I'm wrong. I know, exciting content, everybody. Buying spells for a friend. Songs. I'm gonna run out of bag space here soon. Alright, ran out of bag space. I gotta find the parcel guy. Where is the parcel guy? I've never done this before. I've never done parcel stuff. Parcels. Alright. Oh, hey, guess who doesn't like me? Sir Briel doesn't like me. He's only level 30 though. I have an alliance spell that I can use. If that works, if you can put the instrument focus in any item when you have it. So I did try putting the instrument focus on in a piece of armor and it didn't work. I could not do it. Let me see if I can increase my faction a little bit with this guy. Is he a paladin? Is that why he doesn't like me? How is that out of range? Okay, there we go. There, now he's dubious. You just stay that way, okay, buddy? Let me do my thing. How do I send a parcel? I've never done parcels, guys. I've never played on a TLP before. I don't have a clue how to send a parcel. Okay, EverQuest modern players, tell me how to send a parcel. Am I doing it in a different part of the menu or something? In the bank? Yeah, I did. So I right-click the parcel. I go to parcels, but how do I create one? Do I have to click on the item? Oh, okay. Got it. Ah, I see. Okay. That's a lot of oh, it's just going to do it every time? Oh, that's fantastic. Here we go. I can't send this one. That's interesting. I was expecting it to be a little like World of Warcraft or something. Like, oh, I can throw a whole bunch of items in a mail thing, and it is not. It's just one at a time. That's fine. At least it doesn't cost anything. It's totally free. It's pretty great. Yeah, one at a time, classic. They're coming, buddy. Gonna fill up your parcel, lady. You'll have a lot of clicking to do. Can I parcel a bag? I don't know. These are my Sony Evil Eye bags. Huh? I don't want to send my Sony Evil Eye bags. Good question though. I don't know if you can. Yes, you can. Okay. What the heck? Let's give it a shot. Let's send this one. Oh. Nope. It says you're going to need to empty that before I'll deliver it. She won't do it. How sad. I tried. Somehow I bought 2 of those. Well, you're going to get 2 of them classic. Too bad. Okay. That is... I got to grab the rest of them now. Bard Guild over here. I think I stopped at level 42 for the songs. Let me see. McVaxius Berserker Crescendo. It's like 42. Yeah, here. Okay, there we go. Yep, now we know, Damon. We now know. You can't send a whole bag. I tried. Okay, I gotta put this guy back on. He's gonna kill me otherwise. Well, he's gonna try to kill me, but he can't. Oh, I guess maybe it holds for a long period of time? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not worried. We're just gonna start sending these out. I can't send that one song, though. Well, for some reason, Tuyin's Chant of Disease cannot be mailed. So there you go. Oh, it's a no trade. Okay. I bought 2 of them. I'm like a dummy. Yeah, I see that. Huh. Very strange. I'm not sure if I even memorized that spell, to tell you the truth. I feel like I didn't even oh, this one too? Aria of Asceticism? Huh. Okay, well there's 2 songs that I couldn't send. Yeah. Now I gotta check and see if even I memorized these. Ah, I didn't memorize that one. There we go. Well, I didn't even memorize 2 of them, so that's fun. This one I'm just gonna sell if it'll let, even though it's no trade though. Can I sell no trade? Hey, you don't like me, well you're gonna like me now. I can't do it? Oh, that's sad. We'll go back to the Bards Guild. Okay, alright. I am going to get off now. I've been streaming for a whole lot longer than I thought I would, guys. How long was this? This was like super long. How long did I stream? Almost 3 hours, guys. Oh my gosh. This is not how long I did not expect to stream this long. Yeah, I may have to destroy it. And it could sell it, but it probably won't. Let's see. Yeah, it destroyed it for 0. Oh well. That was like 100 plat spell. No big deal. But anyway, I know I'm at 96% the level. I know I'm so close. So close. But that's all right. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out. I'm glad you came and hung out and asked me questions because I like talking to y'all. I like you guys asking me questions so that I can answer them with where I can. We're both learning this whole thing together. I only have a little bit of a jump start, guys. I don't know that much more, but I'm in here. So if you think of a cool idea or something you want me to look at or check out, I will do it. So, and you're welcome for the Songs Classic. You're welcome. I'm glad we got that done. And the instruments, too. You should have those that you can merge together, pull off the exaltations, and then just delete the dumb instruments. And I am now running all 4. I love this. I've got the flute, I've got the horn, the mandolin, and the drum, all boosting my songs now. Fantastic. So that was a great check, Caldon, by the way. Thank you for that. All right, guys. Thank you again. We will see you next time. I definitely will be streaming this again at some point during the week. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, but at some point during the week, I'll probably just do a random stream somewhere. So come hang out, and we'll be leveling this guy a bit more. All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.